Here's our budget this month as a family of 5 living in Phoenix, Arizona. If you're new here, hey, I'm Marissa and I talk about family finance and ways you can budget, save, and make more money for your family. I also am very transparent with our own finances and share them here on the internet. So if any of that sounds like something interesting to you, you can scroll down, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any new videos. Today I'm going to show you our July budget for this month. As I mentioned, we are a family of 5. My sons are 5, 3, and 10 months, and we live in Phoenix, Arizona. Without further ado, here is a look at our budget. This budget template is one that I've used for years now, and you can get for yourself on my shop as an instant download. Works in Excel and Google Sheets. I will leave a link to that down below and you can pick that up there. Also, I am not against however you want to budget. If you like paper and pencil and you want to do it that way, wonderful. If you want to use Excel, I have this template for you. If you want to use an app, great as well. I know people have asked me about different budgeting apps and what to use. This is not sponsored at all, but I do personally use Quick and Simplify. I really like their platform. You can create your budget in their platform, and what I really like is the ability to track your expenses, and so you can easily categorize them. I used to manually categorize all of my expenses throughout the month when I had more time on my hands and I had fewer expenses and fewer transactions. But now I like to use Quick and Simplify. I just connect all of my bank accounts and then I'm quickly able to just sort by saying what type of category that transaction should go to, and it makes it so easy for updating my budget. As I mentioned, you can create your budget in there. I will leave a link to Quick and Simplify down below. It's just a couple dollars a month and so worth it, and I also use that to track my net worth as well. But I also am an Excel girly and I like to be able to look at the full spreadsheet, so I use a mix of both personally. So the first thing that we have in our budget is our income. My husband, Jacob, brings home an income. He's a W-2 employee and he brings home his salary. And then I am a stay-at-home mom with my 3 boys, but I do make money from home on the side when my kids are sleeping or on the weekends. And so I do pay myself a salary out of my business every month. So the grand total of all of our income is $9,358 that we are expecting this month. This is after taxes, insurance, 401k, HSA, all of those kinds of deductions. This is what gets deposited into our bank account. So we use a zero-based budget, which means all of our income should equal all of our money out. So let me show you where we are planning to spend all of our money this month. First up is our expense section. We have our tithe and African New Life. We are Christians and we do believe in giving, so that this isn't our budget, but I just have it blocked out for privacy. And then we have our mortgage, which is $2564.55, and then we have our HOA, which is $138 a month. Next we have natural gas, which is $25, very minimal for us. And then electric, we are on budget billing with APS if you are in Phoenix, and so we have a steady payment each month which averages out over the year. So we pay $187.52 each month right now for budget billing, which is our average over 12 months. Next we have is trash at $22 a month, and then water this month is going to be higher. It's normally around $100, but we just got our water bill and it's going to be $140. I think the reasoning for that is we've done a little more water play outside with the boys and our splash pad and things like that, so it's a little bit higher this month. Then we have internet at $60, which is the standard. And then our phones at $120 for mine and my husband's cell phone. Then we have insurance. This is for our car insurance, and our homeowner's insurance is at $272. Then we have life insurance. We have a term policy on myself and my husband Jacob, and together that is $52.89 that we pay each month in premiums. Then we have groceries at $750. This probably will be a little bit higher soon because my 10-month-old, he'll be 11 months in July. He's eaten more real food, and soon he's going to be completely weaned and all on real food, so I'm sure that our grocery budget will increase a little bit with that. Then we have eating out at $150 this month. Gas also at $150, and then fun, we have at $50, which I know people always like to make fun of our fun category, saying that it's not very much, but I truly don't think you need to spend a lot to be able to have fun with your family. We do a lot of free and affordable fun things. And then miscellaneous at $150. Then we have our college savings. We do set aside money for our 3 sons, 529 college savings plans. So we have that here blocked out as well. And so a grand total, we have $5,909.96 for money going out of our bank account this month. Now onto the savings section of our budget. This is where we're working on our sinking funds and other big financial goals. The first thing that you see here is our emergency fund. Right now we do have a full emergency fund, but we are wanting to increase that a bit more just because as time has gone on and things have gotten more expensive, what was 6 months is now not exactly 6 months of emergency fund savings, so we're just wanting to build that up. Nothing that is like an emergent situation for us to work on that and like stop doing anything else to put as much as we can to this, but just a little side goal that we want to increase that a little bit. So this month we have $673.04 going into our emergency fund. You'll also notice that I keep these balances blocked out just for privacy, but I do have the beginning and ending balance for each of our sinking funds here in this template. Next we have is our property taxes. We set aside $275 each month into property taxes, and we have to pay that twice a year here in Arizona. I like to save this and pay for it on my own because I'm earning interest in my savings account by keeping it there, and then I just am able to write the check instead of having it go through escrow. And then lastly, we have a tax fund here. I'm not putting anything to it right now, but since I am self-employed, I do set aside money for taxes. So this brings me to the reason why these funds are specifically in a different color is because I keep them in our high yield savings account. A high yield savings account is just like a normal savings account, but you can earn significantly more interest, like 10 times the average national rate. I personally use CIT Bank for my high yield savings account because they have some of the highest interest rates around, and I will leave a link to them down below in the description box. If you do not have a high yield savings account, please go open one because it is the easiest thing you can do to better your money, and you earn free interest on your money. This is a great place to park your emergency fund or any other short to medium length financial goal that you're working on. It's obviously very important to have an emergency fund, but if you just let it sit in a normal bank and you earn a couple pennies of interest, it's decreasing in value thanks to inflation. So letting it do a little bit of work for you and earn some interest in a high yield savings account is so great. CIT Bank is FDIC insured. There are no monthly fees, no maintenance fees. You just get to earn free interest. They have two different kinds of accounts that you can choose from. They have a platinum savings, which has a higher rate, but you need $5,000 in this account. Or they have a savings connect account, which has just a tiny bit lower of a rate, and you only need $100 to open this account. Both are great options, and they're both going to earn you wonderful interest and substantially more than what you would be earning in a traditional savings account. So definitely check them out if you haven't already and go open up a high yield savings account. Next we have is personal spending. Jacob each month gets $150 of personal spending. I get $75 just because I'm not as much of a spender. This month we have extra giving at $50 and then gifts at $50. It's my birthday in the month of July. It's also our 10-year anniversary, which we are going to be celebrating more in August. We have a little getaway that we're planning to do, but I want to be done breastfeeding my baby first, so we're going to wait till August to do that. And so I know it's our 10-year, but it's not going to be anything majorly huge because we have 3 small children, but someday maybe we will. Maybe for the 20th. I don't know. Next we have is clothing. $50 each month into our clothing fund for myself and my husband. And then vacation we have at $200. We are doing a little staycation with our kids this month, so we're looking forward to doing that and spending some money here. Christmas, we have $100 going into the Christmas fund. This way we can spend money throughout the whole year on Christmas. I already have a couple toys put away in the closet for Christmas because there were some great deals on them and I had money in my Christmas fund, so I was able to spend it. Next we have is medical at $400. We set aside $400 each month to cover all of our medical expenses. I just take our family max out of pocket for our insurance plan, divide it by 12 and save that amount each month and use this to cover any medical costs that come up. Next we have is subscriptions, $100, and car maintenance at $75, house maintenance at $500 to save for any kind of future repair that we may have for the house. And then household is $150. This is for things like soap, detergent, toilet paper, all of that kind of stuff. And then kids, $600. So this covers preschool, any activities, diapers, clothing, toys, all of that kind of stuff for kids because we have kids goes here. So as a total, we are putting $3,448 into savings this month, and here you can see our total out, which is taking the combination of our expenses and our savings, and the difference, which should be 0, is 0 to our income, which means we have our zero-based budget ready to go. Don't forget, if you want to check out this budget template, if you're an Excel spreadsheet kind of person, I will have that link down below. And also I'll link Quick and Simplify down below as well if you want to check out a budgeting app. And don't forget to sign up for a high yield savings account. It is the easiest thing you can do. Earn yourself a little extra money. And with that, I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.